Following up on our series of famous kidnappings, we have the kidnapping of Charles Lindbergh Jr., a 20-month boy who disappeared in March 1932. Welcome to our channel, and today we'll be presenting you with the hands-down most famous kidnapping in modern history. Stay until the end of our video to learn all about these incredible facts about Charles Lindbergh Jr.'s kidnapping. And also, subscribe to our channel and turn notifications on for more great videos like today. Without further ado, let's begin with our countdown. So, how was this little child left in a position where he could be easily kidnapped? Well, at roughly 9 p.m. on March 1st, 1932, a group of kidnappers climbed by ladder into the second-story nursery of the Lindbergh home in Hopewell, New Jersey. Charles Augustus Lindbergh Jr. was the son of aviators Charles Lindbergh and Anne Morrow Lindbergh. The kidnappers left a ransom note demanding $50,000. The baby was dubbed the Eaglet by the press and discovered missing by Betty Gow, the child's nanny, roughly at 10 p.m. The Lindberghs were swift in notifying local authorities, who ceded control of the search to New Jersey State Police. After thoroughly searching the crime scene, more information about the murder was uncovered: the ransom note, the footprints in the nursery, and a ladder a distance away from the Lindbergh home, broken at a point where two sections were joined. More footprints were found, leading into the woods at the edge of the property. More ransom notes were sent, raising the kidnappers' demand to $70,000. After several attempts to contact the kidnappers failed, despite the Lindberghs' best efforts, a retired New York City teacher named John F Condon placed an advertisement in a Bronx newspaper on March 8, offering acting as an intermediary between both sides. Condon received a note from the kidnappers the following day, accepting him as a go-between. Here's where things get even more interesting, as this was not the usual kidnapping and ransom game most crimes end up turning into. Condon would communicate through newspaper columns under the false name Jaffe, and the kidnappers sending written messages at locations across New York. On March 16th, Condon received the child's sleeping suit as proof of identity, and within 2 weeks the kidnappers demanded delivery of the ransom. Lindbergh awaited at a car nearby, encountering a man known as John, yet another false identity to maintain anonymity, and getting him to agree to the original ransom of $50,000 in exchange for the location of the Lindbergh baby. John took the money and gave Condon a note that stated that the baby would be found on a boat called the Nelly, though nothing was found. The search for the baby continued, and the serial numbers of the bills paid to John were released to banks and published in major newspapers. Sadly, the baby's badly decomposed body was found 5 miles away from the Lindbergh home. An autopsy found that the Lindbergh baby had been killed by a blow to the head during or shortly after the kidnapping. It was this tragic incident that caused public outrage, encouraging the U.S. Congress to pass the Federal Kidnapping Act, known as the Lindbergh Law, on June 22, 1932. That day would have been Charles' second birthday, and stipulated that kidnapping across state lines was a federal crime, and that such an offense could be punished by death. The supposed John was searched by the New Jersey State Police to create a profile of him, as gold certificates from the ransom payment began surfacing in the New York area. Eventually, this caused the police to find a man known as Bruno Hauptmann after a $20 gold certificate was found on his person. Around $13,000 of the same money was also found in his garage, and Condon identified the man as John. On October 8, 1934, Hauptmann was indicted for the murder of Charles A. Lindbergh Jr. While Charles was tragically murdered, at least Hauptmann paid for his terrifying actions. So, what's your opinion on the most famous kidnapping of modern history? Let us know in the comments. Also, make sure to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more great videos like today. We hope you enjoyed our video, and we'll see you next time.